Hello everyone, my name is Kate and today I'm going to show you how to crochet this chicken pot holder. We start working on the flower hexagon, then we'll add a couple of rounds to make it wider, and then we'll add these shells and then the head and all its details to make it into a chicken pot holder. It is measuring about 8 inches wide, and with the head it's measuring about 9 inches. For this project I'm using 100% cotton yarn. It's a number 4 medium weight yarn and I have it in a variety of colors. You're also going to need a red and black, and these two are acrylic yarn. The hook size that we'll be using is a 4mm crochet hook, but you can size up to 5, but your project will be a little bit larger. We're going to start with the slip knot and a chain of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slip stitch into the first chain to join. For round 1, we're going to start with the chain 3. This chain 3 stands as the first double crochet. Work one more double crochet back into this ring. I'm holding on to my yarn tail to work it in. Chain 2. And now work 2 more double crochets back into this ring. Here's one double crochet. And go back into that same ring and work another double crochet. Chain 2. And repeat, work 2 double crochets into the ring. Chain 2 and repeat, work 2 double crochets into this ring. Continue working like this. You're going to need a set of 6 2 double crochets. At the end of round 1, you should have a total of 6 2 double crochet sets. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and in between we have chain 2. And to end this round, chain 2, don't forget to do that, and slip stitch on top of the third chain of the beginning of this round. So here's 1, 2, 3, and go ahead and slip stitch using both loops. This ends round 1. If you're not changing your color, you can slip stitch to get to the chain 2 space, but if you are going to change your color, which I'll be showing you, we're going to go ahead and fasten off. So let's go ahead and cut our yarn, and we're going to start with the new yarn for round 2. So this is how it looks like so far. I went ahead and I slip stitched this yarn tail to get to the chain 2. You don't have to do that. You can weave it in or leave it as is, but I'm going to go ahead and start into this first chain 2 space. You can use any chain 2 space of your choice. And now I'm using orange color. I'm going to wrap my color around my hook and pull through. Hold on to the yarn tails. And now chain 3. 1, 2, 3. This chain 3 stands as the first double crochet. Go ahead and work one more double crochet back into that first chain 2 space. Chain 2. And now we need to work 2 more double crochets back into this first chain 2 space. Here's 1 and 2. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to repeat the same thing. So we're going to skip these double crochets and jump to this chain 2 space right here and work 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 more double crochets back into that same chain 2 space. And that's the pattern. It's just finding your chain 2 space. Here's my next one. Work 2 double crochets into that chain 2 space, chain 2, and work 2 more double crochets back into that same chain 2 space. Continue working like this for round 2, and I'll meet you at the end of this round. At the end of round 2, this is how it looks like. So we have 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets worked into the chain 2 spaces. To end this round, we're just going to slip stitch on top of the third chain of the beginning of this round. So go ahead and find that chain and slip stitch. I'm not going to change my color for this round, but you could if you want to. Let's go ahead and slip stitch on top of the double crochet and slip stitch one more time to get to the chain 2 space. Chain 3, this stands as the first double crochet, and this starts round 3. Work 6 more double crochets back into that same chain 2 space. 3, We should have 7 total. This chain 3 stands as the first double crochet. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's all we're going to do for this round. We're just going to jump to the next chain 2 space and work 7 double crochets. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Continue working like this, working 7 double crochets into this chain 2 space, 7 double crochets into this chain 2 space, and like that, continue working, and I'll meet you at the end of this round. At the end of round 3, this is how it looks like. Let's go ahead and end this round same exact way by slip stitching on top of the 3rd chain at the beginning of this round. So pick up both loops, slip stitch, chain 1, and cut your yarn. For round 4, try to start right over here where we slip stitched into this stitch. Go ahead and insert your hook and wrap your new color around and pull through. Hold on to your yarn tails and chain 1. This chain 1 doesn't stand for anything. Back into the same stitch right here, work 1 single crochet. Work 1 single crochet into the next 6 stitches. Here's 1. So we're just basically working 1 single crochet on top of the 7 double crochets from the previous round. That's all we're doing here. You need a total of 7. And I'm working my yarn tails in, so I'm just holding on to them as I work on my single crochets. So here we worked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 single crochets. Next, let's go ahead and work a long single crochet. And to do that, we need to use the stitches from round 2. So here's round 1, here's round 2, and this is round 3. Don't go underneath here, but go underneath the 2 double crochets here and 2 double crochets here. So in between that space of round 2, insert your hook, pull up a long loop, not that long, long loop, and now single crochet. So right over here we worked on the first long single crochet. Let's repeat. We're going to work 1 single crochet into the next 7 stitches. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Let's go ahead and work a long single crochet. So once again, go between these 2 double crochets, that space between there, insert your hook, pull up a long loop, bring it up. Now yarn over and pull through 2 loops. And let's repeat. We're going to work 1 single crochet into the next 7 stitches. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And now let's work a long single crochet. Once again, go between these 2 double crochets, insert your hook there, pull up a long loop. Actually, let me fix this. So once again, long loop and single crochet. Continue working like this, and I'll meet you at the end of this round. At the end of round 4, this is how it looks like. Now I still have to work on my long single crochet before I slip stitch, and don't forget to do that. So you're going to need a set of 6. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we need to work 1 more. So let's go ahead and do that. Just going to work a long single crochet, and now we have 6 long single crochets. And to end this round, we're just going to slip stitch right into this first single crochet. Slip stitch and fasten off. We're going to change our color. For round 5, I'm changing my color again, and now I'm just going to start right over here. You can start anywhere you like, but make sure it's right after this long single crochet. I'm going to go ahead and insert my hook into this stitch right here where we slip stitched into the first single crochet, and wrap my new color around the hook and pull through. Hold on to your yarn tails chain 3. This chain 3 stands as the first double crochet. Go ahead and work 1 double crochet into the next 2 stitches. Here's 1. Once again, I'm holding on to this yarn tails to work them in. And 2. With this chain 3, we worked a total of 3 double crochets. So here's 1, this chain 3, 2, and 3. Into the next stitch, work 1 double crochet, chain 2, and 1 more double crochet. So right over here, we worked on our first point. Work 1 double crochet into the next 3 stitches. So here's 1, 2, and 3. So this is how it looks like. So we have our 1, 2, 3 double crochets, and into the following stitch we have a double crochet, chain 2, and 1 more double crochet, and then we have 3 more double crochets. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to skip this long single crochet, so don't work anything here, but jump into the next stitch and work 1 double crochet into that stitch. Here's 1, work 1 double crochet into the next stitch, and 1 more double crochet into the following stitch. So we have 3 double crochets. Into the next stitch, work 1 double crochet, chain 2, and 1 more double crochet back into that same stitch. So here's our second point. And work 1 double crochet into the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3. We're going to skip this stitch right here, this long single crochet, and jump to the next single crochet stitch and work 1 double crochet on top of that stitch. Here's 1. Now go into the next stitch, work your second double crochet, and repeat 1 more double crochet into the next stitch. Into the following stitch, work 1 double crochet, chain 2, and 1 more double crochet back into that same stitch. And into the next 3 stitches, work 1 double crochet. Here's 1, 2, and 3. Continue working like this, repeating the same pattern, and I'll meet you at the end of this round. I'll show you what to do next. At the end of round 5, this is how it looks like. So we have this 1 long single crochet left. We're not going to work anything into that long single crochet, and we're not going to slip stitch to end this round. We're going to chain 3. This chain 3 will stand as the first double crochet. Turn your work, and we're going to come back and work 1 double crochet on top of these 3 stitches. So this was our first one, and now we need to work 1 double crochet into the next 3 stitches. So here's 1, 2, and 3. Together with the chain 3, we have a total of 4. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4. Into this chain 2, we need to work 1 double crochet, chain 2, and 1 more double crochet back into that chain 2 space. So here's our point again. Into this 8 double crochet stitches, we need to work 1 double crochet on top of them to get to the next chain 2 space. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Into this next chain 2 space, work 1 double crochet, chain 2, and 1 more double crochet back into that same chain 2 space. And that's the pattern. Continue working 1 double crochet on top of these stitches, this 8 stitches. Into this chain 2 space, work 1 double crochet, chain 2, 1 more double crochet, and like that, you're just going to repeat around. And I'll meet you right over here to end this round together. Here I'm coming to the end of round 6, and I have 4 more stitches left, and I need to work 1 double crochet on top of these last 4 stitches. Here's 1, 2, 3, and 1 more double crochet on top of this chain 3. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up both loops and work my last double crochet using that top chain 3. And this ends round 6. Let's go ahead and work on the head of the chicken. So chain 1 and turn your work. And back into the same stitch, this first stitch right here, we're going to work 1 single crochet, 1 half double crochet, and 1 double crochet. All of this was worked in that first stitch. Into the next stitch, we're going to work 8 treble crochets. And to work a treble crochet, wrap the yarn around the hook twice. Go into this stitch, yarn over and pull through. We have 4 loops on our hook. Yarn over and pull through 2. Yarn over and pull through 2. And yarn over and pull through 2. Let's repeat. Again, we need a total of 8 treble crochets. 2 and 1 more 2. Here's 2. This is our third one, so this is 3, 4, 5, 6. If it's getting a little tight, you can push this stitches just a little bit to the side. It'll give you a little bit of room. 7 and 1 more, 8. Into the following stitch, which is right here, we're going to work 1 double crochet, 1 half double crochet, and 1 single crochet, all worked into that same stitch. And here is our head. It's all finished. Let's continue. Into the next 2 stitches right here, work 1 single crochet. Here's 1. Go into the next stitch and work another single crochet. We need a total of 5. So here we work 2 single crochets. Into this chain 2 space, work 1 single crochet. So this is our third single crochet. Into the next stitch, which would be the double crochet from the previous round, work 1 single crochet, and 1 more, work a single crochet into the following stitch. Here we worked a total of 5 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 2 stitches and into the following stitch work 7 double crochets. We're starting to work on our shells. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Skip 2 stitches. So here's 1, 2, and into this stitch, work 1 single crochet. Again, skip 2 stitches, and now we're going to work our 7 double crochets into this chain 2 space. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Let's skip 2 stitches. So here's 1, 2, and to the following stitch, work a single crochet. Skip 2 stitches, and into the following stitch, work 7 double crochets. And that's the pattern. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Skip 2 stitches, and into the following stitch work 1 single crochet. This time we're only going to skip 1 stitch to get to the chain 2 space, and that's how it's going to be for the rest of this round. So let's go ahead and work 7 double crochets into this chain 2 space. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Move your stitches to the side so you can see the rest of the stitches better. And we're just going to repeat. We're going to skip 2 stitches, work single crochet into this stitch, skip 2 stitches, work 7 double crochets into this stitch, skip 2 stitches, work 1 single crochet, and now you're only going to skip this 1 stitch to get to the chain 2 space and work your 7 double crochets. Continue working like this, and I'll meet you right over here. We'll finish this round together. At the end of round 6, this is how it looks like. We have the chicken's head, then we have our 5 single crochets right here, and then we worked a total of 10 shells. And right over here, I just finished working my last shell into the chain 2 space. And I'll show you what to do next to end this round. We're going to come right over here. We have our 2 stitches right here. So we're going to skip this 2 stitches, and into this stitch, work a single crochet. Work 1 single crochet into this double crochet right on top of it. Work 1 more single crochet back into that same stitch. At this space right here, we're going to work 2 single crochets using this chain 3 space. So come to the side and work 2 single crochets into that first chain 3 space. And into this post of double crochet, we're going to work 3 single crochets. So here's 1, 2, and 3. Into this long single crochet stitch, which is right here, work 1 single crochet. We're going to skip this area, don't do anything here. Come to this post or this chain 3 stitch right here and work 3 single crochets. So here's 1, 2, and 3. Into this stitch right here, the post of the stitch, just work 1 single crochet. And to end this round, we're just going to slip stitch into the first single crochet. Chain 1, fast enough, cut your yarn. And this is how it looks like. Next, let's go ahead and work on the comb of the chicken, and you're going to need your red yarn. Using the stitch right here where we slip stitched into this first one, go ahead and insert your hook using our red color, wrap it around the hook and pull through. Hold on to your yarn tails and chain 1. Back into the same stitch, we're going to work 1 single crochet, 1 half double crochet, and 1 double crochet, all worked into that same stitch. Skip 1 stitch, so skip right here. Into this following stitch, repeat, work 1 single crochet, 1 half double crochet, and 1 double crochet. Let's repeat. We're going to skip this next stitch right here, and into the following stitch, work 1 single crochet, 1 half double crochet, and 1 double crochet. We need a total of 5, so we're going to continue working like this. Skip this into the following stitch, single crochet, half double crochet, and 1 double crochet. Skip next stitch and into the following stitch, single, half double, and 1 double. To end, we're going to slip stitch back into that same stitch. Slip stitch and cut your yarn. We'll weave this in later. Next, let's go ahead and work on the wattle of the chicken. And I think that's what it's called. So we're going to find, right over here we worked on our treble crochets, and here we have our double crochet, half double crochet, and then a single crochet right over here. Go ahead and insert your hook into that single crochet. Wrap your red color around, pull through. Now chain 1. Go into the next stitch and work 1 single crochet. Go into the next stitch and work 1 half double crochet. Work 1 double crochet into the next stitch, and into the following stitch work a single crochet. And to end this, we're going to slip stitch into the following stitch, chain 1, and fast enough, cut your yarn. Let's go ahead and work on the beak next. To work on the beak, we're going to use yellow yarn, and right over here where we ended our comb, the last shell, we're going to skip this stitch, the next stitch, and go into the following stitch, insert your hook, wrap your yellow color around the hook and pull through, chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. Into the second chain from the hook, not this one, but into this one, work 1 single crochet, work 1 single crochet into the next stitch or the next chain. So far we have 2 single crochets worked. We're going to skip this stitch, the following stitch, and into the next stitch, just slip stitch. So slip stitch into that stitch and fast enough, cut your yarn. Your beak is done. This is how it looks like. Now let's go ahead and work on the eye using lightweight black yarn, or you can even use embroidery thread if you want to. Right over here where the comb ends, into this stitch, into this treble crochet, I'm going to go ahead and add my eye. And to do that, I'm going to bring in my yarn, and using this yarn tail, I'm going to go ahead and make a knot. So here's one, and go ahead and repeat one more time. And now what I'm going to do is, using my needle, I'm going to come around that stitch and make my stitch. And one more time, just go around that stitch. And here's the eye. Next, I'm going to pick up the stitches and just kind of work a couple more stitches. Now, if you have a better way of making your eye, you can do that, just doing it this way. Once you feel like it's enough, you can go ahead and cut your yarn tails. And last thing we need to do is just weave in all these yarn tails, and we'll be done. To weave in our yarn tails, I'm using a tapestry needle, and I'm going to bring all my yarn tails to the back. And for this one, I'm just going to use the stitches right over here where the comb is, and just insert my needle and pull through, back loops only, and then I'm going to come back where I started and repeat, pull through, and one more time I'm going to drop one loop and come back, picking up as many back loops as I can, pull through, and cut your yarn tail. And we're going to repeat the same thing to the rest of the yarn tails. And here's our finished chicken pot holder. I want to thank you so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.